DXB family, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are doing well. With the market sliding over the weekend, with a lot of people feeling uncertain, I'm here to bring back some much needed reassurance. So if you're new to the channel, smash a like, welcome back. And of course, I'm going to give you some key levels here for Bitcoin, for altcoins, and let's get into it. So if you made it this far into the bull market, there is absolutely no reason for you to be chased away now. Now, what I'm about to say to you was highlighted in my 90-day plan, but this is probably the most difficult period psychologically. And since we know crypto is 99.95% mental, what you do in the next few weeks really makes or breaks your bull run. So do not be scared. Do not be shaken out. What you're seeing here is after a rising wedge, Bitcoin price broke this rising wedge back on the 18th of August. Subsequently, of course, I've made a 90-day plan, and what you're seeing here on the daily time frame is a slide below that. So we are going to come to this yellow box around the $110,000, $111,000 level. You can clearly see this is a bit of a range, right? We tapped it, reversed it a little bit, but still, I do hope that we can actually reverse back from here. But the reality is the market has a confluence of things, more liquidity to the downside, which needs to be cleared. As always, when you look at liquidity, always look at the higher time frame. And then there's this massive area here, institutional order blocks. Look how thick these orders are. And this is around that 96 to about $100,000, $102,000 level. Doesn't mean we go there, but it is a level below that, which is also quite interesting. And everyone and their dog is talking about the CME gap around this $90,000 level. Now, nobody, I'm telling you, nobody, not even Benjamin Cohen, who's a Bitcoin maxi, actually knows where this is going. He thinks that the dominance is going to shoot up and we are about to go into a Bitcoin-only bull cycle. So far, he's been right because Bitcoin has been running since the last cycle, but something's got to give. Alt season's not that far away, and we have looked at several different charts in the past for us to be able to take advantage of anything that comes our way. So what I'm doing in this time, I am preparing to actually finally have one last opportunity to look at the bags. They're filled anyway. They've been filled for a very long time. But to look at the bags and grab anything that is of quality. What you're seeing right here now is Beam, and look at this. Look, every time we reach an important level, Beam has had resistance, and all the alts are absolutely falling today, with the exception of Avantis, which is actually up 6%. Would you believe? Unbelievable. And when I show you that chart, you would be absolutely shocked at how this AVNT is running, even in comparison to the likes of price discovery after price discovery after price discovery. No slowdown, no weak links. It keeps on running, right? It is actually now starting to come below the VWAP over here. You could see the price below this blue line. So if you're interested in Avantis, you have to just sit back and wait and see where the chips fall. But it's literally, I mean, compared to Aster, right? I did say don't FOMO into these things. So if you look at Aster's, the kind of manipulation that's going on here, a lot of people got burnt. And again, the crypto investors don't actually learn their lessons, man. When these things come out, CC said this and that. I don't care what CC said. These people are all basically trying to hype you in to the project. And of course, this was a nice monumental retrace back to this level here. And it has actually tagged a key and a very, very important level, which is about a 50% retracement. But there was a lot of manipulation. Now, the good thing is, this is a project that is, of course, you're seeing the hyper DEX narrative go absolutely insane. And this is what this is. So in terms of the overall, by the way, join us on our Discord. You get all of these things nice and early. You've got a lovely live chat there. And of course, they we are having these discussions in real time. Big up to the community. But there are some really, really good projects to take advantage of. This is the chart of Epic Coin, of a coin that I've been talking about. Epic has broken. It's kind of like dipped into our interest. It literally had resistance and support resistance line that it broke out of back in, I believe this was sometime in early September right here. Of course, now it's using this as the old support resistance. It's dipped below that. What we have here now is, like I said to you before, 1 to all the way to 150. Take advantage of this. This is accumulation zone now for Epic Chain. Okay. Beam is actually super solid here. Okay. I can see Beam coming back a little bit lower. I can see all of these coming back a little bit lower. The main point that I'm giving you today is Bitcoin dominance has crept up a little bit. You can see here Bitcoin dominance within the resistance, within this box of interest here. Of course, we may see a search of it upwards, but it doesn't really matter. What really, really matters right now is that you are looking for, based on Bitcoin dominance, based on the negative price action of Bitcoin, based on Ethereum, which I did tell the community that it was going to tap 4,200 level. But look, guys, ETH actually smashed through that. So what you're seeing is Ethereum's price just literally becoming, this is 4,200 is a key level. And now we've taken that liquidity. We want to know what happens from here. We want to know if this is a continuation to the downside. Really, I mean, 3,500. This area is also of interest. Make no mistake about it. This area is also incredibly important for like this kind of order block here. Which goes all the way to, I believe there is also a CAB gap here somewhere. Too many gaps. Too many. Too many chinks in the armor, but that's crypto for you. But we are falling, guys. The Tau, let me just get you some layer ones here. Tau USDT. I want to look at Tau. Let's have a look at Sui as well. Now that is beautiful as well on Sui. So overall, I think we are fortunate right now. Casper here dropping to 7 cents, 7.7 cents. So this is a completely an opportunity that just began now. This is the start of the opportunity, not the end of the bull market, guys. So I want every single one of you to take a look at the overall performance of the market. And of course, yesterday we covered in the VIP group, I did an article on STBL. Now, this is a stable coin, a 2.0 version of a stable coin that is backed by founded by one of the Ripple founders. $189 million market cap, 3 billion, nearly 4 billion fully diluted. And this type of stable coin is the future. So you've got to be careful. It will be listed on Binance at the moment. Binance is killing it with their own listings. It's on the BNB chain. But Reeve Collins, co-founder and the chairman of Tether, of course, and you've got a couple other geezers there as well that are really highly rated in the industry. And basically what this does is it's basically a stablecoin 2.0. I have covered this before. Decentralized stablecoin protocol that rewards people who make it work. And it's super interesting. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is 100, we are seeing these DeFi projects coming into the market and they are absolutely running. Of course, we have done some coverage as well. This is one of the strongest coins that I've seen in a long time. The TVL is $20 million. Comparison to the market cap, which has run up to $600 million. This is a very good project. However, do not FOMO right now because it is very, very hot. Now, what makes this different to compared to the others is the global markets limitless leverage, which means that you can actually take bets on the stock market on chain. Native utility and governance token base is largest derivative exchange for RWAs and crypto. Anytime people hear base, they go nuts, right? But relax, see where the chips fall. This has run, like I told you, its own price discovery. Like literally, it's unbelievable. It's a brilliant project in my opinion. But I think people need to just slow down because this whole sector is cooking. Like decentralized CC is basically shitting himself over there in Binance. So they came up with Aster to compete with Hyperliquid. And what Aster does is Aster is basically the only thing we need to know. I mean, it was at nearly 3 billion yesterday. The only thing we need to know here, it doesn't have a Binance listing yet, and it's a sure bet that it will be listed on Binance. Now, do you know the difference between this and Hyperliquid? If you remember a couple of months last year, they attacked Hyperliquid by shorting, I can't remember it was a meme coin on Hyperliquid, and the aim was to actually crash Hyperliquid into smithereens and send it to zero. Now, thank God it didn't happen and the attack was successfully deflected. But one of the reasons why CZ doesn't like these guys is because, or Hyperliquid, sorry, it's a real threat to Binance's monopoly. So once you have monopoly on chain and transparent with Hyperliquid, and you can actually see people like James Wynn's bets, and people are getting, whales can't do the shady game anymore. They get stop hunted. So it became very difficult for them to kind of sit there, losing all these fees to a chain that is completely decentralized, transparent, like Hyperliquid is. So what this is basically masking and hiding the order books. So it's just basically dealing with situations shady, and that's what it is basically. So if you ever see Aster will be big. It is already big, and it's targeting Hyperliquid and at least half the market cap, if not the same market cap as where Hyperliquid is today. So this whole idea is getting really interesting. I'm intrigued to understand where the chips fall, but I do have my favorites, like for example, Bluefin. Why is Bluefin $20 million, $24 million? That's a legitimate question right there. This is a perpetual DEX spot play on the Sui network with a bigger TVL than Avantis, right? Same features. The only difference here is you can't trade on-chain stocks, but I'm sure they can add something like that. So this is for spot aggregators. Of course, it has very low latency, built on Sui, and of course, it's backed by very big backers. $24 million, of course, is a lot more riskier than the others, but the others can also be manipulated, as you saw. Okay, when it comes to this, Solana is not going to take the situation lying down. So you have Drift protocol here on Solana with a very decent TVL, and this one is potentially a good bet on the Solana. The TVL is already over $1 billion. Okay, so that's another consideration for you to look into. 1.5, the current $281 million market cap, but there's also a tiny place. There's BSX, which is over there on base, a $6 million low cap, very small, tiny cryptocurrency, and it is an exchange, a DEX, right? So overall, guys, I would say, take advantage of any opportunities that you get over the next couple of days. Don't sweat it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and God bless you. I'll see you on the next DXB video. Take care, guys.